You fought for the British because you had no choice. Now fight for India by your own will because this is your own country. Calcutta was the capital of British India until the British decided to shift it to Delhi. On 23rd December 1912, the capital was officially transferred from Calcutta to Delhi. That very day, during the ceremonial procession in Chandni Chowk, Delhi, a bomb was hurled at the Viceroy, Lord Hardinge. Lord Hardinge survived, but his mount, the man who controlled the elephant, was killed instantly. This attack shook the British administration. Soon after, Amir Chand, Abad Vihari, Basant Kumar Biswas and Bhai Bal Mukund were arrested and executed. The British placed a bounty of 1 lakh on the mastermind, an amount equivalent to nearly 10 crore today. But the true mastermind escaped. He introduced himself as Raja P.N.T. Tagore, a distant relative of Nobel Prize winner Rabindranath Tagore, and spun a false story that he was arranging the poet's visit to Japan. Boarding a Japanese ship from Calcutta, he travelled via Shanghai to Kobe, Japan, a place beyond the reach of the British. In Japan, to avoid British extradition, Rash Bihari Bose changed his address 17 times. Although Japan was an ally of Britain during World War I, he found refuge among Pan-Asian supporters, especially the Soma family, owner of the Nakamura bakery in Tokyo city of Japan. There he introduced Indian chicken curry to Japan, married the Soma family's daughter Toshiko, and in 1923 he became a Japanese citizen, continuing his fight for India's freedom. In 1942, during World War II, Japan captured around 67,000 of Indian soldiers serving under the British flag. Rash Bihari Bose convinced the Japanese government to release them and integrate them into the Indian National Army, which is called in Hindi Azad Hind Fauj, transforming them from prisoners into patriots. I was so moved by this inspiring story of patriotism that I decided to fly to Tokyo, Japan myself. So let's head to Tokyo and explore more fascinating chapters of this remarkable tale. 你好，你好，悄悄，你好。This is
Would you like a
okay.
in this one?
You. Welcome to Tokyo. Welcome to Tokyo, Japan. Flight landed 1:30 in the morning.
Welcome to Tokyo.
Thank you. Arigato. I'm walking through the busy street of Tokyo, looking for the Nakamura commercial area. My goal is to find out the famous Manna restaurant. It's not easy. Most people I met don't speak English and I don't speak Japanese as well. Still, I keep going, determined to reach my destination. After a long search, I finally arrived near the legendary Nakamura, a name known for both its food and its place in history. I step inside the commercial building, taking in every detail. It feels as though the walls themselves hold hidden stories. I look around carefully, trying to find the restaurant. Excuse me, where this one? This one?
This build, whole building is Nakamura.
Oh, I think this is the restaurant name.
Yeah, the restaurant inside is on the floor.
Okay. You see this one?
Yeah.
This one, Manna.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Have a nice day. Look, this is the Manna restaurant in Tokyo where Rash Bihari Bose, founder of the Indian Independence League and Indian National Army or the Azad Hind Fauj, first introduced Indian chicken curry into this Manna restaurant in 1927. Isn't that amazing? I'm so excited. Come, let's slowly step inside and explore. I walk down slowly, taking each step with care, pausing to look around in excitement. This is a completely unique experience in my life. Before even stepping, I noticed something beautiful, a row of Japanese people quietly sitting and waiting their turn. In front of the restaurant, chairs are neatly arranged for waiting guests, so no one has to stand in the heat or crowd the entrance. I take a seat among them, feeling both humbled and thoughtful. Like everyone else, I will wait for my turn. The lines moves slowly, quietly. The summer sun is strong, and a few elderly guests gently wave traditional handheld fans to keep cool. Yet, despite the heat, there's no sign of impatience, only calm anticipation. Everyone is in perfect order, a sign of the discipline and respect so deeply rooted in Japanese culture. It's amazing to think that they are waiting for Rash Bihari Bose Indian curry just as people did when he first served it here in 1927. His legacy is alive not only in history book but also in the taste, tradition and memories shared here every day. As one guest finished and leaves, another is welcome inside. No one cuts ahead, no one rushes. These are not tourists or history enthusiasts. They are ordinary Japanese people here to enjoy Rash Bihari Bose Indian curry. Nearly a century has passed since the Indian revolutionary living in exile first introduced this dish to Japan. His story and his spirit live on, not just in books or films, but in the taste, aroma, tradition carried forward in this place. Sitting outside this historic restaurant, I'm struck by the meaning of moment. I'm not just waiting for a meal, I'm waiting to be a part of legacy. This is the very spot where Rash Bihari Bose, far from his homeland, once found safety and belongings. सब लोग इंतजार कर रहे हैं.
お客様どうぞ。お客様ご来店です。どうぞこちらでございます。こちらのお席へどうぞ。ご来店ありがとうございます。
Excuse me, do you speak English?
No,
No English?
English.
In Tokyo, he found shelter with the Shoma family, owner of the Nakamura bakery. Now you are watching me sitting in the same bakery and its new name is Manna restaurant. But destiny had bigger plans. He not only found protection, he found love. In 1918, he married their daughter Toshiko, a new home, a new family, a new identity. In 1927, Rash Bihari Bose opened this restaurant. And in this restaurant, he served something Tokyo had never tasted before. That is authentic Indian chicken curry. The aroma of spices was new, bold, unforgettable. Local loved it, the press called it the taste of love and revolution. Today, Manna restaurant in Shinjuku still serves its curry over 6 billion to date. Every dish is a reminder of a man who blended flavor with freedom. He wasn't just a revolutionary, he was a bridge between India and Japan through food, through love, through fight. Remember the name Rash Bihari Bose. From 1916 to 1941, during his exile in Japan, right here where I am sitting now, Rash Bihari Bose lived under protection, married a Japanese woman, became a respected political figure, continuously campaigned against the British, maintained contact with Indian revolutionaries abroad, and forged strong ties with Japanese political and military leaders. It was as if, with one hand, he was cooking Indian curry at Tokyo's Manna restaurant, and with the other, he was waging a relentless battle to free his motherland from British exploitation and dictatorship. In 1942, Rash Bihari Bose arrived in Singapore, where nearly 67,000 Indian soldiers of the British Indian Army had been captured by the Japanese forces during World War II. These Indian soldiers, exhausted, disheartened, and confined in a fenced camp, felt abandoned by the British rulers they had served. Bose's mission was clear: to unite them under the banner of the Indian Independence League and build a new force, the Indian National Army, or Azad Hind Fauj. Speaking to them as a fellow Indian, he addressed them as, "You fought for the British because you had no choice. Now fight for India by your own will because this is your own country." His words ignited a spark in their hearts, turning defeated soldiers into committed patriots. From that spark, the Indian National Army, or the Azad Hind Fauj, was born. In 1943, knowing that his age and health would not allow him to lead on the battlefield, Rash Bihari Bose invited Subhash Chandra Bose to take over the leadership of the Indian Independence League and the INA or Azad Hind Fauj. Subhash Chandra Bose, who was then working in Germany with the Indian Legion, accepted the invitation, undertook a perilous journey to Southeast Asia. This change in leadership brought about the reorganization and revival of the INA. In July 1943, Subhash Chandra Bose arrived in Southeast Asia and took charge of both Indian Independence League and Indian National Army or the Azad Hind Fauj from Rash Bihari Bose, instilling new discipline, unity and clear direction. On 21 October 1943, shortly after establishing the Provisional Government of Free India or Azad Hind in Singapore, with himself as a head of state, Prime Minister and Minister of War, Bose declared war on Britain and the United States of America with the aim of liberating India from the British rule. This government was reorganized by several Axis powers including Japan, Germany and Italy, and sought military as well as diplomatic support. It also laid claim to territories such as the Andaman Nicobar Islands, advancing the campaign for Indians' independence through a coordinated and united military struggle. If you liked this video, hit the like button. Tell us in the comments what you learned about Rash Bihari Bose, and don't forget to subscribe for more powerful untold stories like this one. Until next time, Jai Hind!